怪得即係佢啲學生講得咁犀利啊，係嘛？佢真係好。
如果喺世界上嚟講嘅話，世界上學生嚟講嘅話，出面最好都係中國。
係嘛？哦。
So here I am in Hong Kong in the Colour Brown coffee shop, and we've got some very interesting people here. First of all, we have Kenneth Kwan, whom you probably have heard of. He's Mr. Guitar in Hong Kong and China, walking around. Hello, Kenneth.
Hello, Gerald.
Then we have my friend Bunny here, whom I haven't seen for 40 years.
Yeah.
And of course, our most important friend here, Mr. Chung-Sze, who was actually used his premises for the Hong Kong Guitar International Association for many years.
Hello, how are you?
Okay, so what I'd like to do is just make a start on the history of Hong Kong guitar, because I got involved at a very early time, and maybe you can tell us a little bit about how it started and what's going on.
I wouldn't know because I was so young.
Yeah, okay.
Mr. Ho.
Mr. Ho.
I cannot speak well in English, so it's maybe
You can do it in Chinese.
Translate for me.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, go.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
So when
translate.
did you start?
幾時開始？
Wow. It's maybe 30 years more than
40 years.
40 years. 40
years.
Yes.
You started the Hong Kong Classical Guitar Society.
Yeah.
How many years ago? In what year?
What? Well,
It's about 1981.
No, it must be early.
Before that time.
Maybe.
Before that time.
Maybe
Before-
76.
yeah. 79.
It's got to be
Okay.
78,
Check out.
79.
why did you start this society?
Because I like classical music very much.
Yeah.
That's the time we just see to listen to some guitar player in Hong Kong, just like Alice Artist. The first time
Yeah.
she came to play. That time attract my attention.
Yeah.
I'll tell her.
Yeah.
I'm still in contact with her on Facebook. I'll tell her.
So we used your shop for a while. What was this shop for? You were selling guitars?
Mainly is teaching guitar and Shen guitar, yes, and musical piece.
I remember coming there and being amazed at so many guitarists interested. So have anybody else continued playing the guitar from there? Well,
左邊嗰度彈緊喺嗰度。
Okay, right. We'll go on to Bunny here. Bunny, you were a member. Yeah. Member of the guitar.
Yeah. I'm very active members. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm Gerald's student learning classical guitar.
Are you still playing or?
Yes, sure. I'm still playing performance every year.
Yeah.
And I have my own band, and then playing classical guitar every year in my own birthday party. Yeah, I'm still playing. Yeah.
So how many members were in HKGIS?
GIA about 8 or 10 or
Not so many.
no, not so many.
Not so many.
No. You're talking about the classical guitar.
GIA.
Yeah, is later on.
GIA is another
It's a lot later.
Oh, I see. I thought it was
classical
grew out
guitar.
of classical
Classical
guitar.
Guitar Society. There are a lot of people.
Just a few members, but we have a lot of students.
All right. So I'm going to ask Kenneth now. When did you make contact with the Chinese? Because we had a couple of competitions in Hong Kong. Remember?
It was a long time ago. Actually, the first time I made the first contact of Chinese guitar would be 1987.
1987.
That was when Chen Zhi brought Xue Fei.
Yeah.
When Xue Fei was probably 9 or 11, I don't know.
Yeah.
to Hong Kong to visit my old teacher, Richard
Yes.
Sito, and then to take lessons. And I was studying in the U.S. at the time. I came back in summer.
Yes.
And I went up to the studio, and my teacher said, "Oh, go teach this young kid." So I gave a lesson to Shefei,
Yeah.
Wow, good.
which she still remembers.
Really?
Yes, I told her you have to sing.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that was the first contact with the Chinese guitar. And then afterward, of course, I started the program in Shanghai, in Guangzhou,
Yeah.
in 2006. And that's when I'm full-time involved with Chinese guitar.
But we had also a competition here.
Yes, in Hong Kong, we started the competition probably in 1998 or 97. 97 probably. First Hong Kong in
1997.
97.
Yeah.
1997. That was the GIA, Hong Kong Guitar Information Alliance. That was back then. We wanted to have a group that acts as an umbrella group for all the smaller groups at the time.
Yeah.
So most of the guitar ensembles, we were able to get them together, and with previous members of the Hong Kong Classical Guitar Society, and that's how we started, with a big, huge kind of mini festival of 2 days of guitar events, which we invited you. You
Yeah.
very kindly came to Hong Kong to be our headliner. You played one concert, and we also have Frankie.
Frankie.
Lute player.
Lute player.
Frank.
Frankie Lai.
Frank Lai.
Yes, from San Francisco.
Yes, and he was also it was actually a very good program. Very all-rounded.
Yeah.
And we have the pioneers, or the older people, older generation. The flamenco player, we have Raymond. Raymond outplayed. We were supposed to have Richard Cedar play, but he didn't show up. So kindly, you took his place in the last minute. Oh, you did. Yes, you did it gladly.
Thank you.
You said, "Oh, I want to go. I want to." and then we had a concert for newcomers, for young students, and then we have a concert for ensembles. So it was. I thought it was a very complete presentation of the guitar scene at the time.
But in the competition, it was always Chenji students who did
Whenever
well.
his students entered, they would win, of course.
Yeah. So can you name a couple of the first winners?
I think the first winner who won was Li Jiazhong.
Li Jiazhong.
Who won first place, and then Li Zhe,
Yeah.
who won third place. And they're both now professors at the Central Conservatory.
So they actually probably did some of their first competitions
Exactly, in Hong Kong. Yes.
Yeah. So it's thanks to you guys that you invited John Williams here with me to play in Hong Kong and then in China. And we know the rest is history. For China. Anyway, it was a big explosion of interest since then. And Kenneth was saying that the important thing was that they got information and I guess they learned as well.
I think the biggest problem with Chinese guitar was back in the 1980s. There were a lot of interest, but no source for information, because there was no internet, and they didn't speak much English.
Yeah.
So at the time, the only person who got any access to information was Mr. Chen Zhi
Yes.
in Beijing. And so, and that's why he was like the number one guitar person to go to in China. But Mr. Ho and the Hong Kong Classical Guitar Society at the time, they had a guitar news magazine, which they put out every month.
Yes.
And with lots of information on the classical guitar. And they sent it to the mainland for free.
Oh, okay. So
I think that's an important step
Very,
for them
very
to get
important.
information from the outside.
yes. Yes. So when I went to China first, I discovered that many of the people we had taught on that tour are now very, very important guitarists in China and guitar teachers. So they were obviously inspired somehow by what John Williams did.
And you.
Okay. And so, but it all began here, and thank you very much. Mr. Hall. Give us a smile. All right. See you soon. And Bunny, thank you very much for bringing all this to our attention. What is that?
1981 Yamaha Guitar Festival champion.
Yeah.
At the time, yeah.
You won.
Yeah. At that time, because China not yet popular, so I have no competition. I'm lucky to be the champion. If they, later we cannot compete. Just
so modest. All right. Okay. So see you later, guys. Enjoy your coffee.
Bye. I'm the student of Mr. Chung-Sze, and then I learned from his master class 20 years ago. And then he teach how to do a very good tremolo, and then da. And after that, I really my skill advanced. Yeah, many years ago. Yes, it's very good teacher.